Steelers dominate Browns, with Russell Wilson shining again. Pittsburgh's offense excels while defense dominates. The Pittsburgh Steelers overcame a slow start to defeat the Cleveland Browns 27-14, improving to 10-3 and extending their lead in the AFC North. The Browns, who had previously beaten Pittsburgh at home, fell to 3-10, with their losing streak in Pittsburgh stretching back to 2003. The Steelers' offense struggled early in the game without number 1 wide receiver George Pickens, who was sidelined with a hamstring injury. After trailing 7-3, the Steelers surged, scoring on 4 consecutive possessions to take a commanding 27-7 lead into the fourth quarter. Quarterback Russell Wilson, who is now 6-1 as Pittsburgh's starter, threw 2 touchdown passes during this stretch, helping his team secure the win. Meanwhile, the Browns' offense faltered under Pittsburgh's relentless pass rush, led by defensive tackle Cam Hayward, who registered 2 sacks on quarterback Jameis Winston. Despite a 35-yard touchdown pass from Winston to Jerry Jeudy late in the first quarter, Winston's performance was marred by 2 interceptions, including one that set up a go-ahead touchdown for the Steelers early in the second quarter. The Browns were also hurt by 2 missed field goals from kicker Dustin Hopkins, while Steelers kicker Chris Boswell made both of his attempts. Why the Steelers won? Despite Pickens' absence, the Steelers' offense found its rhythm after a slow start. Running back Najee Harris kept the offense moving with solid rushing, and the defense continued to shine, limiting the Browns to just 2 of 13 on third down. Defensive lineman Keanu Benton's interception of Winston early in the second quarter helped Pittsburgh take the lead for good. Wilson's mobility and timely passes to Van Jefferson, Pat Freiermuth, Mike Williams, and Scotty Miller allowed Pittsburgh to capitalize on their opportunities. Why the Browns lost? Cleveland's inability to capitalize on Pittsburgh's early struggles, coupled with turnovers, missed field goals, and a lack of consistent offensive production, doomed their chances. The Browns were unable to establish a consistent run game, and the defense couldn't generate pressure on Wilson, who was sacked just once compared to the 4 sacks Cleveland had in their previous meeting. Turning point. Benton's interception marked a shift in momentum, but the real turning point came just before halftime when Hopkins missed a field goal attempt that could have cut the deficit to 3 points. The Steelers made the Browns pay for this miss by scoring touchdowns on their next 2 possessions. Play of the game. Mike Williams, who had only 1 previous catch on the season, made a pivotal 22-yard grab on a 3rd and 6 late in the third quarter. His catch set up a touchdown pass to Freiermuth that extended Pittsburgh's lead to 20 points. What's next? The Steelers face a tough stretch with 3 games in 11 days, starting with a road game in Philadelphia, where they haven't won since 1965. Pittsburgh will also take on the Ravens in Baltimore before hosting the 2-time Super Bowl champion Chiefs on Christmas Day. The Browns will face Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in Cleveland next Sunday.